Okay, the biggest choice is back. All right, we're just picking up right where we left off. I literally just went and showered, and you know what I'm saying, we're locking back in because I want text, because I want to make a button widget, and I want to see, yeah, I want to see this thing through. So we really do need text. Okay, how do we do text? Well, we have something called box, so let's see if we can do auto text, right? Element. It's basically going to be the same thing. We're going to say write element type text. We're going to do that. We're going to begin a style, text style. And then we're going to do text. And then return a element writer. Okay. So if we want to do some text at the beginning, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens. If everything just breaks or doesn't. Okay, it broke. C++ exception with description vector thrown in test body. Okay. I wish it would actually tell. I hate when this happens. Like, I hate this error because it's just like, just break when it happens. Like, do I have to do, like, try and then catch? Like, okay. I hate this error. Let me Google it. Um, I am using a debugger. I'm using gtest and I want to break where the exception happens. I don't want to like search for this. I am using LODB. That's literally whatever. Can I just say, I don't care what the error is. Can I just do that? Okay, yay. Oh, no. That's so annoying. I'm sorry. That what a rough start to a video. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. It's all good. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Do we make it here? Sanity check. We should make it there. Okay. That means that num elements. So write element. What What are we using num elms for? Let's see what we're using num elms for. This is a good skill to have, which I do have. I'll figure it out. I'm not worried about it. All right, so let's see. Style buffer writer, find usages for this. So I don't actually think we use that. So let's see how far. Let's see how far we make it. Let's see, do we make it here, 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 or the end of the function, or later on? One test passed. What? Wait, I didn't. Oh. I was gonna say, like, god damn. Okay. All right, let's step through it. It happens in solve. Oh. Alright. Well, that is new for me. Didn't expect that. Let's get rid of this comment because we don't need it. Okay. So what's happening in solve? Probably do that, and then we should probably say so what happens if we do that? Okay. So there's 5 elements, but box styles only has 4. So this we really only, well, yeah, well, let's see how big is the transform buffer. Okay, yeah, so it should just be, I don't know why I didn't just do that. And then this should also be box styles. Okay. Well, at least the mouse enter is working. Layout ledger. So what's happening here? Okay. Again, this shouldn't be happening every frame, but whatever. All right, so this stuff all should be working, right? Left, top, width, height. That's the first element. The second element. 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. That's not good. All right. So something's up with the constraint solver, right? When we eval quad, we want to say eval quad field left top. So let's just, again, sanity check. Let's make sure it's getting the right values. Let's say is 1590. Let's try that. Really, we'll calculate it based off of the string. Okay. So we got our text, we're gonna go into it. Eval quad field is gonna do we're gonna end up setting the width and the height, but not the top and the and left. Okay. Oh, cause we have layout ledger, right. Top, maybe a little bit of space from the top. Width is 15. Height is 90. All right. Okay. And what does eval layout do? I actually don't think we need that plus plus, because I think we should only be adding one out. Okay. Very interesting. What? That makes no sense. Why this would change. Huh. That's really strange, huh? All right. Let's look at the out buffer once this is done. I'm glad we have this rendering though. I'm actually really glad. I know this could have gone like way worse. I always think it's gonna go perfectly, and it literally never does. But and this code is a complete mess now. This has devolved. This is like degenerate quality code that does a pretty cool thing, in my opinion. It's down bad. This code base is down bad. It's the down bad demon. Okay. Update. What do we need to do? Update GPU buffers. No. What are we supposed to be doing? God. Broken ass cars are strapped. Jesus Christ. Just go to the. Bro. Like, I was just there. Just go to the. I don't know. Alright. I'm trying to find that main method. Maybe it's an API. Yeah. I want to look at what this is, what our out buffer is at this point. Is it going to resolve it? No, it's not going to resolve it. Okay. Tie UI v3 UI dot solve context dot out buffer. I guess I'll just do that, and then we can look at our out buffer. Okay, so our first one works. Our second one, this is our layout. Yep, so at start position, that's where we started drawing. Okay, or ended drawing. Okay. This is our text. So left is, it starts at 15, ends at, or starts at 1520. That makes sense. Width is 1590, which we described. Boom. Okay. 15. So left is 15. Top is 120, which should be 90 plus 20 plus 10 is 120. Width is 60 and 20, which is specified. And then this is our layout, which doesn't really matter. Then we have, so all these things, I mean, we know this calculation works. We know it's laid out correctly. The question is, why is mouse over looking at the wrong things? So fill quad tree. I. Okay. So I represents see, currently out buffer is 200, or it should be 1 layout text boom layout boom layout boom layout. So 9 should be 0. This should, okay, that's good. So it should be 8, and then what it should be doing is it should remove 1, 2, 5, 4. So there should be 5 left. Okay. Looks right. Looks right. Looks right. Looks right. Looks right. And you can tell they're all not layouts because they have the Z index. Okay. So now we're going to fill the quad tree, and then we compile the styles. Okay, so all that works. Now update is the one that's not working. So I was looking in the wrong place. So update element state should say lm buffer. This should be all elements. LM handles should have 5, yeah. Our quad tree should have, well, there's nothing in it. Maybe because we haven't filled it yet. All right, our quad tree has 5 nodes. Query, we get the index, we get the element, and then we get the element state. I mean, that's, like, that's as like, how many results do we have? Just 1. Data is null, so it's 0. That's the element buffer. Our quad tree has the following nodes. There's 1. 2. 3. 3, 4. Okay, so element state. It must be this. It must, because this logic's so simple. It must be. Yeah, we should do. We just need LM handles. Yeah, it should be for auto LM handle in LM handles if LM handle dot type is not equal to box. Skip it. Skid a bit. All right. LM handle dot state. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. None of that worked. Fascinating. Because I made a Henry mistake. You guys don't. That's yeah. Oh, it was a classic time. We were at a hackathon and yeah, we spent hours trying to like debug this like login thing. And he finally goes, guys, I figured it out. I said, if the password equals the correct password, don't log in. You know, it's just like, it happens. It happens. And he's he's way better than me. I'm not gonna lie. So, he's what it is. Okay. Okay, so we have text theoretically working. Well, now we just have to render it. Okay, how do we render the text? Okay. Well, text might take. Does quad actually do anything? Alright, so quad does do something. This API is very like, you could fuck up. We should enforce some stuff. We should really enforce some stuff with templates. Or somehow. Okay, wait, hold on. Count it. Count it. Okay. Man, I'm just so hyped we have style sheets. Okay. So let's say we have text, inline auto text, constant string text. Well, cause we should always like know what the text is. Testing. But the thing is, we need to know the style to actually calculate the width and the height. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take that away. And when we compile this, or when we go through our buffer, you shouldn't be able to specify. Well, You could, right? You could specify a width and a height for your text that's larger than your actual text, but it's more interesting. See, I just don't know the right way to do this. I can think of a quick way to do it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, on solve, constraint solver. What we could do is pre-calculate all of the quads. So we could have something like, so before we call solve, we have well, we can have std vector do we want to do something like std vector glm vec2 text sizes? And then say for each, and then so you can call solve, but then you also, before you call solve, you say inline auto calculate text sizes, solve context. All right. So if we do calculate text sizes and then we have our solve context, we also need to keep track of our text. Again, please, it's what it is. So I don't want to hear it. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear anything about std string. It is what it is. Okay, so we call text and then we say like ui.solveContext.text.emplaceBack text. Okay. So now we say like for const auto ctx dot and ctx dot text. Okay, wait a second. Do we do the styles first? Maybe we do the styles first. I don't think we actually need. Let's try that. Let's just see if it works. Okay. Does that go away if we do that? Oh, what did I break? What the? Did I break something? Test. Oh. You know what? Well. Okay. And we can still, okay. So we still have this. Solve context, text, and place back text. Okay. Now can we reverse it? Oh wait. Just bring this to the front. Does that break anything? Because it shouldn't. Okay, great. That's great news, because now, at this point, we can say calculate text sizes, UI.solve context. Or, oh, API. Alright, so calculate text sizes for that and that. We can actually say auto I equals that I is less than ctx dot honestly, I'm just gonna put this in context. So context dot, I really need a whiteboard. I'm freaking out because I really need, maybe they have one at the 99-cent store down the street. Maybe I'll go find a whiteboard tomorrow. That could be the move. I'm gonna go find a whiteboard tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be the truth. Because then it's gonna be like, yeah, then I can actually like organize, because I can't, yeah. It'll be good. It'll be fine. I'm not gonna organize on the thing. I might not do a video for that one. Okay, so calculate text sizes, ctx dot solve context dot text dot size. Okay. So at this point, let's see what happens. Let's see, because okay, API wham bam, the Draco wham bam. Okay, there's no rhyme or reason to what file anything is in anymore. So we should have one text, and then we should have one text styles. Well, okay. Now this is interesting, because we kind of need to know at what point oh man, this is hard, right? This is hard, right? And I'll tell you why. Because we need to know, like it's a circular dependency, right? You need to know the font and the size to know the size of the text, which informs the layout. But then say something changes, right? You hover, and hovering changes the text size, right? Now you're changing the layout, which I guess is sort of like, I mean, I wish we just knew. I'm doing this shoot, I wish we just knew where in maybe we don't do like a all-inclusive element array. Like, when do we actually need all the elements in order, right? It might be best to... And I'll tell you why. It's because what we're gonna have to... I know I'm like going through a lot in my head, like coding wise. And what we're gonna have to do is get some water. Calculate text sizes. This is like annoying. See, we have to do for auto, what you say, for const auto lm handle in lm handles. If we want to select everything that's not text, continue. Okay. Auto text idx, or I equals 0 ul. What in the hell is that? Okay. Why is there so much space? Whatever. So now we have each of our, now we can say lm, now we can say const auto text style group equals ctx.textstyles at I. Const auto text style equals ctx dot, or text style group dot box styles, which should be renamed. And the index is static cast stood uint8t element handle dot state. Okay. That might implicitly create a size t on the stack. I mean, it definitely does, because you can just cast something that's smaller to something that's bigger. I don't think. Without just like reading a bunch of random memory, you might get a... Whatever. Cast to a uint. I mean, what is this even? This is not going to give us a problem. I don't know. I don't know how exactly it works. It seems like in my head it shouldn't, but oh well. But oh well. Okay, so const auto text style. We should probably do something like const auto, or no, get string metrics. Okay. I wrote something for this, which may need to be rewritten, but I'm gonna try not to. ctx.text. Oh wait, solve text.text at the current index. Font ID, font size align. Text style dot font ID text style dot font size align left. Okay. String metrics is gonna, I think we want back const auto width equals that. Const auto height equals text get font metrics. Text style dot font ID text style dot font size. All right, so we got height and width, and then we say UI dot ctx dot solve context dot text sizes and place back with height glm vec2. Okay. Oh, this should be max height, I guess. Okay. In place back, we should probably be able to do something like that. Okay. And then plus I, of course. Okay, let's test this out. Let's actually see if this gets us a reasonable value. I think we are calling this. Okay. Text size is size 1, 39 by 13. Okay. I'm not against it. Let's assume we're not changing. Let's assume we're not doing a dynamic layout yet. We will, and we'll have to account for that. I mean, this library is far from done. You know what I mean? This is far from done, but it would be cool to test this stuff with like text on the screen. So, okay. Now, what can we do? We can say something like, width should really see. This is stupid. This really should be a dynamic list of instructions that you can put any amount in. It should be like, see, it shouldn't be like, it should be like eval quad until, it shouldn't be eval quad sorry. Oh man, this is just like, quad should call something like end quad. Like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna freaking do it. It should be something like quad field end. To do rename quad op because it's like an operation. UI dot buff. Oh no. Should be UI dot lm buffer writer dot lm buffer dot writer dot write quad field end. Okay. So when we are going quad or this. What we should be doing is we should be saying while auto op equals ctx.inBuffer.reader.read.quad field while op not equal to quad field end. We're going to eval quad field field, take away that. Constraint solver. And then we're going to do something like that. Take away that. ctx op, and then we're going to run it back. I hate loops that look like this. I really do. I wish I could just... Maybe there's a macro for this. Maybe Henry wrote something for this. I don't want to show Henry's code on here because I don't... You know what I mean? It's different. Let's see if this works. And then I gotta go. All right, it worked. All right. Good night.